Hi, I'm David Council from Inferno Marketing and Design, and welcome to the Insider Marketing Secret on optimizing your website. Really important, this one. Now, before we get into it though, let me ask you, if you're in business, chances are you are if you're listening to this podcast, and you know someone else who's in business who could probably use some help. Let's face it, we all could. There wasn't a lot of advertising and marketing being taught when I was at high school. Then please, pass this free podcast onto them. It really is quite simple to subscribe. As you know, you can either do it through our website or you can subscribe through the iTunes store, where we will send it to your mobile device every week, absolutely free of charge. Simple as. Okay, let's get into the Insider Marketing Secret on optimizing your website. Now, most businesses these days have got a website. However, a lot of people just forget about them. You must optimize your website and keep an eye on how it's performing. You see, the biggest mistake that people make when they've got a website is doing nothing to it. They just leave it and it slowly sinks away in the Google rankings, and that's a bad thing. Now, one of the things that you can do that is really easy is optimize your website so that Google falls in love with it and continues to bring it up in the search engine results. After all, we all have a bit of a love-hate relationship when we're in business with Google, but Google's holding the whip hand. You've got to comply to what it is that they're looking for. First thing you can do is get your content right, both on your website and off your website. By off your website, I mean on social media or with links that go back to your website. Links, really important. Don't overdo it, but you should have links from quality places. Don't go and buy links. Links from quality places are valuable to you. And remember, Google loves things that Google owns. So if you've got an opportunity to get a link from, say, YouTube or Google+, Google likes those things, it will send people back to your website. But get the content right on your website as well, so it's serving your customers. After all, one of the most important things that you want is the customer to spend time on your website and look at multiple pages. Google thinks that that's fantastic. I think it's fantastic. You should think it's fantastic too. So you need to make sure that your content is on the money and serving your customers properly. Now, the next thing that you can do to help improve your rankings and get your website optimized the right way is make sure that the top keywords and meta title description on each page is there. Now, these may change from time to time, so you do genuinely need to keep reviewing them and keep them up to date. You can't just walk away from them. We've made websites for people over the years and they just forget about it. They never go back and do anything about it, and then we get a phone call saying, hey, why is my website dropping in the rankings? And of course, this is one of the top reasons as to why that would be happening. So make sure that the top keywords for your business and for your customers are there, and that the meta title and description on each page is set up the way that it's meant to be. You want to create headlines for your page that make people click on them and drive through to your website. That's absolutely critical. The next thing, make sure that you're a valuable source. I've sort of really touched on that already, but you want people to go to your webpage to find out information that will help them become better customers for your business, more repeat business, higher average sale. That's the thing that we all want. Well, if you've got a website that is a reliable source of information about the products and services that you sell, people will go to your website. And just by putting it on your website, you're not doing something that's going to help your competitors, because if they copy text off your website and paste it onto their website because your text was there first, Google knows that. Google sees that as a duplication and ranks their website backwards. So never be afraid to get information onto your website. The only sort of information you don't put onto your website is stuff that people can steal from a copyright point of view that won't help you with search anyway. So for example, if you're a builder, I'm not a very big fan of putting building plans onto websites, because that is very easy for someone else to go and steal, and it's not necessarily your competitors, it's the customer that goes along and pinches them and takes them to another builder to try and get them to build them cheaply for you. Another thing you can do is make sure that the search engines can actually find your website. Having things like sitemaps on your website, really important. There's a whole heap of background code that's got to be there. And if you've bought one of those templatey websites that are really cheap, they usually cost about $4.99 a month or something ridiculous like that, then there's a really good chance that a lot of that work is not going to be done and you will never get found by the search engines. All you've really done is ticked it off and said, yes, I've got a website, and you can put that on your card and send people to it. But honestly, If they don't have that in the background, they will never come up in the search engines. You'll never get found unless the people know exactly your address anyway. Make sure you've got the Google Webmaster Tools set up on your website as well. That helps you see the things that are happening on your website and will give you assistance in changing the sort of things that you need to do. And last, but by no means absolutely least, this one's critical, make sure that your website is mobile friendly. As I'm recording this, 69% of all Australians are searching for your website on a mobile device. If your website is not mobile compliant properly, Google is actively ranking you down. They put out a publication on the 21st of April 2013 saying that they would do it, and they are doing it as we speak. So make sure that your website is mobile friendly. If it's not, get onto it. Talk to someone, get some help as fast as you can and get it fixed before it's too late. Now, if you need help with your website or for your advertising and marketing in general, then please feel free to give us a call. We'd love to have a chat with you, or send us an email and we'll give you a call. It really is as simple as that. Until next time, with some more insider marketing secrets, I'm David Council from Inferno Marketing and Design, and I look forward to talking to you about your advertising and marketing in the very near future.